So Love is Blind is out and it is so good. And this is now based in Ohio. And you guys, I'm going to start with the absolute worst will be first. Like the first one I'm going to talk about is the absolute worst person. I think I don't know, in the history of Love is Blind, I just can't stand him. And I'm going to work my way up, okay? Like from the couples. And so let's just start, okay? You'll understand. Number one, absolute worst ever is Chris. I cannot with him. And you guys, this is a cautionary tale for you. Like as you're navigating your life, if you come across anyone like Chris, run. Truly run. It is my time. So let's talk about why this is just so gross. Like I was cringing and I was so grossed out by him. He and Jessica, they matched, they got engaged, and Jessica's adorable and so sweet. She's 38 and he's like 32 or something. He actually really came off like a good, nice guy, like from the beginning, for sure. He did. He then makes like a 180 total flip into just the grossest. I can't. What he said to Jess, and even if you've never watched Love is Blind, listen to this, okay? What he said to her, first of all, he like vanishes for a whole day, like doesn't talk to her. He ends up going to a strip club and taking some like picture with a stripper on his lap. Jess is like, where did you go? What happened? Like, why aren't you texting or something? And he says, you know what? Like our sex life, like how would you rate our sex life? And he says, I'm used to being with girls that do Pilates every day, that work out every day. And you don't. Like your body, like I just can't get into it. I can't, like I'm not into this, to sex with you. And it's really important. Fuck off. Like, oh my God, I can't. Like Jess, first of all, let me be really crystal clear. Okay, first of all, he reminds me of one of my ex-boyfriends that I dated. He's such a freaking prick. And he was like very like, I don't want to go down on you, like ugh. And like sex was awful with him. And honestly, he got in my head like as if like something's wrong with me. And yeah, I was young and fucking stupid, and I thought like I didn't like, oh my God, he actually messed with my head thinking. And when I realized it was not me at all, and I really truly hope that Jess understands it's not her, it's him. And so like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend who made me feel like I was not enough, I was less than, like something was wrong with me. And guess what? Get the fuck out of my way. Bye. Just the same thing with Chris. Get the hell out of the way. Because Jess, you're going to have amazing sex with the right guy. This guy is not your guy. And what I can't stand about Chris, like, let me count the ways, you guys. It's bad enough that he's telling Jess that like, oh, because you don't work out in Pilates, la-di-da. Okay. On top of that, he then is trying to hit on Bri. And, you know, Bri is dating Connor or engaged to Connor, right? And he is now doesn't give a shit, doesn't respect anybody or anything. He's pretending to be a friend to Connor, but he's really a snake because then behind, you know, Connor, he's going and talking to Bri and saying, hey, Connor is submissive and, you know, you need a man. And, you know, basically making fun of also that Connor is like a blue collar worker. And he's like, wow, you're going to bring this guy to your dad. And just messing with Bri and trying to get in her head and make it seem as if Connor's not good enough. And it's like she's settling for him. And he's asking her about her sex life. And what's shocking, okay, what is shocking is not that, you know, Chris, the snake, nasty ass. I can't even imagine, like, he's probably a tiny penis and probably, like, is not good in bed at all whatsoever. And it's just gross. I can't stand this guy. But what's obviously the worst is that Bri sits there and talks to him and continues to even entertain what this snake is saying. And for that reason, you guys, it's like a bye-bye time for Bri and Connor. Like, I don't see them at all, like, making it for Bri, because Bri is sitting there actually listening to this bullshit. And I feel like she's listening to it because there are some insecurities that she may have about Connor. she may very well think, oh my God, am I settling? Is he not good enough for like my dad or whatever? And so, like, this is where I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot with Bri sitting there and actually entertaining this bullshit from the snake, Chris. Chris doesn't have any respect for anybody. Chris is never going to want to marry anybody but himself. Like, he can fuck off. And so I'm just disgusted by the way that he spoke to Jess. I don't at all like, and it's just so gross how he doesn't respect Connor. It's disrespectful across the board. And I just don't trust him. And we know what's actually, and I'm going to say this, when I first saw him in like Love is Blind, I was like, oh my God, he's so sweet. And him and Jess, adorable. And he fooled me, like truly. And this is why it's so important, you guys, truly, like actions aligning with words. Like, you may talk to somebody and they might sound all great, but take shit slow. Watch how they show up for you and continue to show up for you. This is where I feel like Love is Blind. I love it for so many reasons because, yes, I'm all about emotional connection, but I don't love it because when they leave the freaking pods and you get into real life and they get into their phones and they get with their friends, they go to the freaking places that they want to go to. Where is Chris going? The strip clubs. I'm like, ew, that speaks volumes as to what your priorities are and what you're all about. And like, no, are you fucking kidding me? I've been married happily with my person for 18 years. And do you think Will goes to any freaking strip clubs and all this shit? Like, first of all, the way that he like honors women and like loves women and he loves his mom. And like, I want to know what fucking Chris thinks about his mom and women overall. Because the way that he spoke to Jess and talking to her like a freaking, like, just objectifying like her body and being like, oh, you don't work out. Like, you're not good enough for me. Fuck off, Chris. I hope that women are seeing this and they're like, what a freaking prick. Make sure to never date him. I truly hope you're not like, ooh, he's available. Because I would be like, what are you doing? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a side note. Like, when Chris started to speak in the beginning of the show, like, oh, he's a cutie, him and Jess, yay. Then he starts to show his true character. Is it just me, or did he become super gross? Like, I was so grossed out by him. I'm like, oh my God, this guy is disgusting. Okay, so I want to hear from you. I want to let me know if you're feeling that. We're going on to the next awful person. Because you guys, I can't. Alex and Ashley. Alex takes like the second award of like the worst, absolute worst. Why? I will tell you this. Alex doing one thing is why it's bye-bye time. You guys, I'm a love and dating coach. And the reason why I found my person and why my clients keep finding love is because I freaking teach you to be a dating ninja. And the second that one thing happens, be freaking fearless and say, my, it's not gonna fucking work. And what does Alex do? Alex did one thing that tells me exactly who he is, and we don't have to waste our time with him. When he goes and talks to Brittany. So Alex is now like engaged to Ashley. Ashley is this beautiful blonde hair, blue-eyed woman. And he says, that's not my type. My type is dark features, dark hair, brown eyes. And Brittany is that Latina. And so he's going off and like in the reunion, not the reunion, the party for all the people that were there. He goes and talks to Brittany. And he is 100% flirting and hitting on her. It is so obvious. And this is such a lesson for you guys because what happens, Ashley, her intuition is telling her, hey, something's off here. Because we're at a party. She sees her fiance talking to Brittany, and it's obvious something's going on. And she asks him, hey, was there any flirting going on with anybody that you talked to today, right? This is where Ashley, I feel like, took a misstep because she's not trusting her intuition. I feel like there shouldn't, like, I don't trust Alex. So when you're asking a freaking liar, oh, did you flirt? And obviously he's gonna lie. So he like names every single girl he talks to. I told this girl, and this is the thing about him. He has this fucking energy of like, I'm saying the proper thing and everything is, nothing is wrong. And la la da. Fuck off. I don't trust him. This is where us women have to trust our intuition. And this guy is full of shit. So he's saying, he names all the girls, like, oh yeah, I talked to this one girl and we talked about this. And I talked to this other girl and we talked about this. There's no flirting there. We talked to this. And then he gets to Brittany. And Brittany, like the last and final one. And he's like, yeah, I don't think there was any flirting. But maybe if there was, it's like, fuck you, man. Like, he's just so full of shit. And I wish that Ashley could trust her intuition. And then they go out to dinner with Ashley's dad. Ashley's dad, I love. And I think he's a lawyer. And he basically asks 3 million questions. And he says, honesty is not his strong suit or something like that. He knows he doesn't trust Alex. And this is where I feel like Ashley's dad needs to say, Ashley, I don't trust him. And Ashley should say, got it. Bye-bye, Alex. Because why? I truly believe that God, universe, however you want to call it, puts angels in our lives to like guide us and help us. My dad and my mom truly were like angels on my shoulder as I was dating and trying to find my way. And 100% Ashley's dad is one of her angels. And he's like, this isn't the guy. I don't know if he told her. Like, as far as I know, based off of the video, like, off of what they filmed, we don't know if he told her, but it's so obvious, you guys, that Alex is bad news fucking bears. And I feel so bad for Ashley. And then, you guys, stop. It's like, if it can get any worse. Ashley is asking, like, her intuition is like, God, the timeline and the dates. And she's been cheated on. And she's like, I don't know if she can trust Alex, right? And she asked Alex, hey, your ex, do you still talk to your ex? And he's like, yes, I still talk to her. Oh, I went to Austin. She was there. Ashley's asking. He's like, yeah, we did hook up. September wasn't that long ago. Like, Ashley, like, get it together. And Alex even said, oh, my ex, is what Alex is saying. My ex was friends with her ex and they were still talking. And that should have been a red flag for me. And they were having sex and they were doing that. So now Alex just told Ashley that. Alex is saying, I'm still friends with my ex, who I just had sex with in September. And then Ashley says, oh, really? And Alex is like, well, if you want me to stop that relationship, I am happy to do that. And Ashley's like, no, it's okay. Like, if you're secure in that, you can go ahead. I'm like, Ashley, what are we doing here? And like, this is a lesson for all of you guys, everybody. Like, stop bullshitting. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the Latina in me, but I would never. Oh yeah, you can keep talking to your ex, the one that you just had sex with. Fuck off. This is insane. And it's not about, oh, I'm insecure. No, it's like, why, what are we doing? Like, what is the point of you being friends with your ex that you have just had sex with? What is the point of this? Like, if you truly are being intentional about finding your partner, your forever partner, and you found them supposedly, who's like your best friend, your everything, why are you still going to be talking to your fucking ex that you just had sex with? Bullshit. And like, Ashley, you're not crazy to demand that. Truly. And Alex knows it. And Alex is saying, if you want me to stop talking, and you actually say no. Like, there is a disconnect happening here with Ashley. First of all, Alex is not for Ashley. I would be blown away if they get married. I don't see that at all whatsoever. I think it's the biggest mistake Ashley could make. Ashley is a freaking prize. She's amazing. She's a fucking badass. She's way out of Alex's league. She is. Like, Alex is just not good enough for her. Like, he can kiss my ass. Like, truly, that guy, I don't trust him. You know, like, and at the end of the day, like, that says everything. If you don't have trust, you have nothing. So, like, Ashley, trust your intuition. And for you, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, I have had this gut feeling about the guy that you're seeing, listen to that. Stop overthinking and figuring out like how you can make this work. No. Like, we're not in scarcity mindset here. We're in fucking abundance. You could have anything you want. So why are we trying to make it work with this fucking loser? Like, I'm sorry, Alex is a fucking loser. I'm not even sorry about it. I'm nomadic. I'm gonna travel the world, la di da, and I'm a soccer player. I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, listen, Ashley, you are too fucking amazing, and that's where we have to start with you. Like, we have to know. Like, Ashley, you have to know how fucking amazing you are. This energy of like trying to make it work with Alex is speaking volumes as to you not feeling good enough, which probably happened from your past relationships cheating on you and doing you fucking wrong, which you never deserved. But something along the way has made you feel like you're not enough. And now here we are again with this fucking guy making you feel that way. God. And this resonates so deeply because I know that I used to do that before. I used to date guys after guys that would make me feel like not good enough, like all this bullshit. And none of that would ever change. Like, that's the thing. If Ashley doesn't realize how amazing and worthy she is going to keep attracting these fucking guys that are like losers and who make her feel like she's not enough, who keep flirting with the other girl, never really valuing and appreciating you, and round we go. Oh my gosh. Get off of that fucking Ferris wheel, whatever you call that shit. Because it's hell. And it does not end. It does not end until you can consciously decide, I'm fucking getting off of this fucking ride. That's it. So yeah, are they going to get married, Alex and Ashley? Hell no. I don't see it at all whatsoever. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, moving on to the next couple. Like, we're going from the worst to the best, okay? So stay with me. Let's see. Who is next? Kevin and Tyler. First of all, they didn't even make it to the engagement. I needed to say one little thing about Kevin. I don't like him. That's literally it. And why? He's so full of shit. He's giving man-child. He's giving, the Build-A-Man workshop where the woman sees potential and we're going to build a man together. Thank God Kia had the sense of saying, yeah, no, I don't choose you. Good for you, Kia. Like, I can't with Kevin. Like, I just don't like it when people don't know what they want. They're bullshitting and he's so full of shit. And so Tyler dodged a bullet. I'm so happy Tyler did not show up in that room. She trusted her intuition. She was like, what is going on with this guy? Good for her. And then how he was going to try to just get Kia to choose, let's get married. And he was going into that conversation as if she was obviously, oh my God, I'm so lucky that I get to be second pick for this guy. I'm so happy that Kia was like, yeah, no thanks. So yeah, that's all I want to say about Kevin. The next one, Devontae and Brittany. Okay, you guys, stop. Devontae, another man child. Okay, and tell me I'm fucking wrong because he cannot say the words. I think Brittany is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. First of all these fucking women are amazingly beautiful, but like Brittany. And all she's asking, and she's communicated so well. She's so emotionally intelligent, so emotionally mature. She's communicating to Devontae, hey, my love language, words of affirmation, like, tell me. And he's like, I think you're pretty. I'm like, Devontae, fuck off. Like, I think it's just so important for you to understand. Like, everyone, you're listening to this. The person that you are choosing has to be obsessed with you, like obsessed. Like, I cannot get enough of you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. Thank you, God. Like, truly, thank you, God, for putting this person on my path. I get to love you every fucking day. And you say that every fucking day. Like, truly, I've been married 18 years and I am really like, I'm going to tell you, my husband is obsessed with me. Like, we are obsessed with each other. We still have sex. We are amazing love, like all the things, best friend vibes. We travel the world together. We have 2 amazing little kids. Like, why? Because obsession. We are obsessed with each other. We have all the things, but that's from the beginning, from day one. That shit doesn't just, come out of nowhere. Like, truly, we could not get enough of each other since day one. And Devontae, like, oh my God, Brittany, you think this is going to get better? Shit's only going to get worse with this guy. He is telling you exactly who he is. He's telling you exactly what he's capable of. Do not settle. Brittany, do not settle. This is not the only option. There's so many other doors available to you. Do not think that this is the only thing that you can get. Like, this whole scarcity mindset, it is fucking real. Like, in today's dating culture, like, oh my God, you guys are feeling like this is so hard. There's nobody out there, so I have to fucking settle for Devante? No. Or fucking Alex? Or Chris? Like, they're just all fucking like man-child, man. Like, fucking no. And you women are so amazing. Now, listen to me. I'm not hating on men. Like, I love men. But where are the fucking men on this show? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love Love is Blind, but geez, the casting on this. Like, I am not feeling it in this season. Oh, but I will. Oh, wait, you have to wait because I'm getting there. The best is for last. Okay, but let me get there. The next worst, absolute worst couple. Okay. And let me rephrase that because I really love Emma. Like, Emma's so sweet and awesome. This is not the worst man by any means, Mike. I really like Mike. I actually think he's such a good guy. I love how emotionally intelligent he is. Why I say they're the worst is because I don't see them getting married. And why? Because they're not aligned. So that's the only thing. Like, truly, like, yay, Mike isn't a douchebag like Chris. Yay, Mike isn't a build-a-man workshop. Like, we have to fucking, like, no, he's a great guy. Like, I am a fan of Mike. I'm a fan of Emma. But the misstep, this is where I feel like, and this is the gold for you to take into consideration as you're dating. They had a conversation about kids. They were not aligned, yet they got engaged. Like, this is where I feel like I don't think, if Mike was in the space of I'm open to kids and Emma was like, I'm open to kids, then okay. But Mike was like, this is a deal breaker. Like, I want kids. And Emma's like, maybe, maybe not. And Emma has great reasons. And I don't think every woman needs to have kids. Like, I 100% knew, like, I wanted to be a mom. I love that. And Will did too. And we had that conversation on our first date. Like, we both wanted kids. We had that same shared vision. If Will told me on our first date that he does not want to have kids, it's bye-bye time. As great as Will is, if we don't want the same things, especially, we're talking about, it's not like, I, like a walk on the beach and you don't. Like, no, fuck. We're talking about kids. If that's not aligned, like, what are we doing? So, yeah. There's a misstep here. The only thing that can save them, the only thing truly, is if Emma says, I've had this moment of clarity. I want kids with you. That's it. That's literally the only thing that can save them. And by the way, I remember I have this client who, she came into my world like, I don't want kids ever, ever, ever. Then she found her person while she's in my coaching program, and both of them in love. They both didn't want kids when they first started dating. And because they fell madly in love, now they want kids. Now they're engaged. They're going to have kids happily ever after. So yeah, can that happen? Yeah. But I feel like because Mike is like, this is my deal breaker. I want to have kids. And she's like, I'm open. I'm like, Mike, do not marry her. This is my thing. Do not marry her until she says, I have clarity. I want to have kids. That's it. Like, fuck, like, forget the timeline of TikTok that we have to get married in a month or 2 weeks or whatever. Forget that, Mike. Like, don't say yes at the altar until she says yes to kids if it's aligned with you. That's it. That's all it is. Okay. Next, we're going to Jordan and Amber. Okay. Amber's a single mom. I love single moms. I work with a lot of single moms. And Jordan is giving me Build a Man workshop again. Like, I can't with his house. Like, I can't, like, I just feel like Jordan is not at the level of Amber. Like, Amber is just, I don't know. I love Amber. And I feel like, what are we doing with Jordan? Like, once again, casting, like, drop the ball. Like, I love Love is Blind. I hate, like, I don't want to talk shit, but I gotta keep it real with you guys. I'm like, are these the best guys in Ohio? Like, is it? Like, no, it cannot be. It just can't. So yeah, Jordan, I'm not for. But I will say, I want to celebrate something that Amber does that I love. Amber's like, I want my guy, like Jordan, to meet my ex-husband, who's the father of my child, and or I don't know if it's ex-husband, but the ex that is the father of her kid and my child, and see how it meshes. I love that. I love that she says that, because I think that too many people don't do this. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to have this relationship. I'm going to fall in love, and one day you'll meet my kid. So I love that Amber's being really intentional about that. I highly suggest that. And I even suggest that if you're dating someone with a kid, before you fall in love, before you have sex, like meet their kid. Is their kid cool, or are they a fucking asshole? Because you don't want to be stuck in a life with an asshole kid. Or even seeing how that person that you're like into and you're dating, how do they parent? Like, are they a good parent? How is their relationship with the ex? Are they co-parenting well, or is it really dramatic and toxic? Like, you want to see all the things from the beginning. So this is a beautiful lesson. As we're watching Amber and Jordan, I love that Amber had that intentionality. I just, like, Jordan is not like he's a bad guy. He's not a freaking Chris, but Jordan is not like, I would never be like, oh my gosh, Amber got the best like winner of a guy. Like, I just don't feel that for her. Moving along, next, we're back to Connor and Bri. That's number 7. Like, whatever. We're Connor and Bri. Let's talk about Bri. I like Bri. Bri's a freaking badass. She's awesome once again, right? Connor, I like that he gets emotional when he talks about his parents and the pods. I love that he talks about work ethic. But what I feel about them is that they're not going to make it. Not because Connor's a bad guy. It's just they're not aligned. When Bri kept talking to Chris, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, there's no way that I feel that Bri is going to say yes at the altar as she is saying yes to continuing the conversation with Chris, asking her about her sex life and all this shit. Like, clearly Bri is struggling with something. Like, we're not seeing it, but maybe she's struggling with, oh, is he good enough for my dad? Does he make enough money? He's a blue collar worker. Who knows, right? And that's another thing, you guys. Like, is it wrong to ask for, hey, a guy that makes a great living, is really financially secure and independent and abundant? Is there something wrong with that? Absolutely not. But there's a sense that I get as I'm watching this show. It's like, oh my gosh, he can emotionally be there for you. Like, you're going to have to make your own money, and he can't like really contribute, but he can be there for emotionally. Yay. And I'm like, no, no, because why? You can have it all. Fuck yes. Because you are all the things, aren't you? Like Bri, she is a badass, making a freaking great living, and emotionally intelligent and mature. Like, you are all the things. Why wouldn't you be able to have that same thing from your partner? Do not settle. Like, I feel like this is like the resounding like energy in this show is like, oh my gosh, is this the best that we can do? Is this like, no, it cannot be. Like, I really want to let you know that this is not the best you can do. Okay, truly. So yeah, I really hope that Bri and Connor, like, I don't know, and that being said, like, if Bri says yes, like, I want to know why she stayed there talking to Chris. Like, I want to know what Connor's going to do about that, because honestly, that's not respectful to Connor. Like, I'm talking, some shit here about Connor in the sense that, perhaps Bri is struggling, that he's not all the things that she wants, right? But that being said, how Bri is navigating that conversation with Chris is so disrespectful to Connor. Like, Connor should be like, what's going on? Like, that is not what he would want from a partner. Your partner has to have your back at all times. Be obsessed with you. Like, Bri should have, let's rewind, be like, Chris, let me stop you right there. Like, who the fuck do you think you are talking to me about Connor? Like, you're not even half the man that he is, and you can fuck right off. Thank you. Bye-bye. Truly, that's it. But Bri doesn't do that. Bri is sitting there nodding her head. Like, I am like honestly dumbfounded. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm like, what am I missing here? Like, Chris is a douchebag. Check. Chris just dumped Jess because she doesn't do Pilates every day. And Bri knows this. Jess told Bri this. And Bri is listening to Chris and saying, oh yeah, Like, I'm not picking sides. Why not, Bri? Bri, you should pick sides. You should pick freaking Jess's side. Like, this is like, what are we doing? Women, like, we need to come together here. Like, we need to come together and not make these fucking man-child bullshit men with their own fucking problems and egos think for 1 second that us women would not band together and be like, fuck off. Like, this is a takeaway. I truly hope as you're watching this show, like, you're like, oh, wow, that is messed up that Bri's even talking to him. Obviously, we left off on that in this episode. So the next episodes come out in a couple days from this podcast episode. And so, yeah, you better believe that I'm going to be watching. And I want to see, oh my gosh, how was Bri going to do? But what if Connor is going to call her out? And Connor is going to be the one to say bye-bye. And I would not blame him. I would not. Okay, and the final couple that we're going to talk about is my favorite. Like, this is literally the only couple that I think is going to say yes at the altar. Is Vic and Christine. That's it. I love them. And why? Faith is a big deal. I feel like, faith is a big deal to me. Faith is a big deal in my relationship with Will. I think that I love how transparent and open they were about it. They talked about that. And Vic really I just love how they were both so vulnerable in the pods. They really connected on that faith aspect and all these other things that they wanted for themselves. But the way that he speaks to her, you could tell the emotional maturity, the emotional intelligence, the way that he is intentional and wants the same things that she does. They just seem and feel really aligned. And alignment is everything. So I am like, yes. And I love their conversation about biracial kids. That was so wonderful. Like, and her asking like the hard questions. You would say like, do you have any fears about like me as a white woman raising our kids or things like that? Like, they're having these conversations. They're not scared to ask these questions. And they're diving into it together as a team. I love that. I just love them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be blown away if they said no. I don't know. Because I feel like they have the chemistry, which is super important. They have that, attraction. They have the alignment. They have the faith aspect. They want the same things in their life. Like, it's all the things. I'm like, amazing. Like, unless something crazy happens, I don't know what could happen. I see them being the only couple that says yes. Truly, the only couple. If the other couple say yes, it's a disaster. Like, the only other one that I told you would be Emma, if she changes her mind about kids. And like, I need to acknowledge this, okay? Emma being so vulnerable about her birthmarks, her adoption, like, I love her. I absolutely love Emma. And her fear of why she like doesn't want to jump into having kids, I 100% respect that and love that. And like, that's the thing. Like, Mike has to be willing. If he says, you know what, I'm saying yes to Emma, and she may very well say no to kids, then Mike has to make that decision. But I never want Emma to feel like she has to have kids for him. Like, that would be the worst thing. On that note, I have to say this because it was fucking crazy to me. When they met Emma's sisters and the parents, okay, you guys, I could not with Emma's sister being like, I have kids, and if I had to do this life again, I would not have kids. I'm like, wow, that's like, that's intense. Like, oh shit. Okay. I'm not judging this, but 100,000,000%, like, Emma is listening to this noise and these people's like experiences, not in the best light of having kids, right? I am like obsessed. I love my kids. My kids are awesome. I don't know. So I do appreciate Emma's sister's honesty. But damn, I'm like, Emma, like, Mike must be thinking, like, Mike is like, man, I want to help her, like, courageously and fearlessly walk into having kids, right? And then the people that are in her ear talking to her are like people that have kids, her sister, right? Saying, I would never do it again. Don't do it, right? So it's like, okay, Mike has a really uphill battle with this. Like, I don't know if Mike is going to win on this. Like, I just feel like this is going to be hard. So yeah, this is why I think they're not going to say yes at the altar, honestly. But I do love Emma, and Emma was so sweet. Emma was like, you guys, I can change my mind. So she's so sweet, and I'm rooting for her and Mike. I really am. So yeah, if we're gonna say yes, it's gonna be Vic and Christine and Emma and Brittany. And I'm sorry, Emma and Mike. The last thing I'm gonna say, because I had to acknowledge this, you guys. The men on the show, the fathers that were crying, I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed. I love, love, love how many tears were shed from the freaking fathers of these people. Like, I am obsessed with it. Brittany's dad crying. Emma's dad. Like, all these dads are like, they're the cutest. I'm just like, yes. I just love the level of vulnerability. I think it's so beautiful, you know? And so, yay to that. But the cast of the men, I feel a little let down. So I want to hear from you. Let me know if you're listening to this on YouTube. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I want to hear from you. And on Instagram, you can follow me at the Jackie Loor, JACKIELOOR. I love you guys. Do not settle for anything less than crazy love, because it has to be crazy love or nothing. And I'll be back next week with a recap and my take on this freaking Love is Blind Ohio. I really hope it's not such a shit show next time. Bye. Thank you for listening.